Oh yeah.
Hello there my gaming family and welcome to another video. So guys, Valheim. Last week was amazing for this new survival RPG. It hit fantastic 1 million sales on Steam during its launch week. The reviews were overwhelmingly positive and the whole gaming community in the world talks about this title. But is it really that good? In my previous video, which to put it mildly went really bad, I was talking about Valheim in general, some kind of preview video, but in this one I wanna talk about my experience in this game and about things that I liked and that I didn't like in this game. But before we continue, I want to mention the sponsor of today's video. DLCompare is probably the best gamers price comparison tool out there. This website will actually allow you to find the game you want to play at the best possible price. So, how it works? All you have to do is to go on their website, in search section write the name of game you want and let their price comparison tool find you the best possible price on the internet. Yep, it's that simple guys. So, if you want to buy some games, my advice is to check DLCompare before you buy anything and see for yourself why they are the best at their job so far. So now, about the game. As you all probably know, Valheim is a survival RPG set in a world of Norse mythology. You take a role of battle-slain warrior whose soul the Valkyries took to Valheim, 10th Norse world and some kind of purgatory. And now, your primary task is to get to Valhalla, and to be able to do that, first you must slay some epic creatures, aka Odin's ancient rivals. So, the story sounds cool, but the story is the least important segment in this game. When I started the game, after a really short time, I totally forgot about the story. When I mentioned the story, the first thing related to it got me little, let's say, unprepared. Eikthyr, the first boss. Now, a lot of you guys will probably say, no, it's easy to kill him, blah blah blah, but know that, believe it or not, I accidentally summoned him and for the next half hour the only thing I did was die and try to return my inventory. Yep, that sucks, I know. Now, if you didn't play it, don't get me wrong and think this boss is too heavy and will give you a lot of trouble, just prepare yourself a little before you summon him. Now, after all my struggles, I can say that all you need is a bow and a lot of wooden arrows, a little bit of tactics and kiting, and Eikthyr will be really easy to kill. When it comes to combat in Valheim, I can freely say that except boss fights, I don't find combat really challenging for now. I usually play with bow and I really like how the bow mechanics works. The further away the target is, the higher you have to aim. You must pay attention on your stamina, cause if you draw your arrow too long, you will lose all your stamina and the attack will be cancelled. The ranged combat in Valheim is really amazing. When I mention stamina, the whole gameplay in Valheim is stamina based, so you need to pay attention to it all the time. Almost everything in this game, almost every action, running, jumping, dodging, melee and ranged attacks, almost everything depends on stamina. Also, make sure you always have at least 3 different foods in your inventory all the time, cause your stamina and health depends on that. The next really important segment of this game, and to me the most interesting one, is building. Guys, if this segment doesn't take up the most of your time spent in this game, nothing else will. Building and constructing in Valheim is so perfectly made that you, no matter you like it or not, will spend countless of hours building your house, your fort and your property at all. Also, you can make constructing as a part of your combat tactics like Firespark showed in his How to Defeat the First Boss guide. Damn, why I didn't saw this guide before I started fighting with the first boss in my gameplay. Now, I must mention graphics and ambient. When it comes to graphics in Valheim, I must say that I had some misunderstanding in my previous video, where some of you guys understood that I said the graphics were bad. On the contrary, this old school graphic style is made perfectly. Note that this is an early access version and still looks and works amazingly good. As I mentioned in my previous video, a lot of people is used to see some brutal new generation graphics in new games, and it's understandable considering it's year 2021. But this game brought back the old school graphic system to era of new generation games, and that is really amazing. Also, the animations in Valheim are super cool. No matter what you do, chopping trees, smashing enemies or building some object, animations are perfectly made. The best thing for me so far in Valheim is the atmosphere and ambient. I can't say what looks and feels better, day or night, sunny weather or rainstorms. to run across a flat field or crawl through a dense forest. So far, I can say I really enjoy spending time in this beautiful world of Norse mythology. Also, I need to mention that in order to progress, you will need to constantly look for materials to be able to craft new armor and weapons, and guys, that is not easy at all. So prepare yourself for tons of mining, wood cutting and forging. It can be difficult and annoying sometimes, but when you create new weapon or new part of armor, the feeling is really amazing and satisfying. Also, you'll be able to explore on water too. First thing you'll be able to create to explore waters will be raft. On the beginning, it can be a little difficult to get used to controls of the raft and is little slower to travel on water, but on the other hand, it feels amazing. Plus to all that, there is a constant threat of storms, big waves that can damage your raft and sea monsters. Dude, when you see some of them on the open sea while big waves and storm crushing your raft, the situation may become a little tense in that moment. Besides single player, there is also online co-op mode which can support up to 10 players at the same time. I didn't try to play with that much people so far, but I played with my friend, and guys, it feels awesome and the game is much more interesting that way. Also, the world is procedurally generated, so when you enter someone else's world, everything will be different. Also, beside PvE, raiding and exploring together, there is also a PvP mode in which you can fight other players, raid their homes and steal their loot. So, my final opinion, I join all the overwhelming reviews and giving 10 out of 10 to this early access game. Plus, you can get all of this for 20 bucks. Guys, the price/quality ratio is exceptional. All in all, if you like Norse mythology and survival RPGs, you want to be a Viking exploring great seas and forests, fighting all kinds of mythological creatures and raid with your friends. Also, you're a fan of retro games and you miss all that old game graphics, Valheim is a perfect game for you. I probably won't cover this game in the upcoming period. I want to completely enjoy playing it. I will do a birthday stream on February 28th and I will do a live giveaway. I will probably stream some Valheim gameplay and I will give one copy of this amazing game to one of you guys. All you have to do is to smash those subscribe and bell buttons and to wait for the stream. If you don't receive notifications on YouTube, you can find me on social networks. There you can catch up with all new uploads. Also, if you want to support growth of this channel and my work, the best way to do that is to check my Patreon and become one, if you like of course. All the links are in the description. One more time guys, I highly recommend this game. I don't remember when was the last time I enjoyed this much playing some game. Valheim is currently in early access phase and I think that this game will have a great future. And as always, until next time, see ya and stay cool.